Hi friends, this is week 8. We're on lesson 8. Our story this week is The Harvest Birds. Our target vocabulary this week is one harvest. When there is a lot of corn to pick, it makes a good harvest. 2. Separate. Separate or divide different kinds of seeds before planting them. Ashamed. Don't feel ashamed or guilty if you forget to water a plant. Borders. This farm has a fence along its borders to keep the animals inside. Advice. Adults often give good advice. They have ideas about solving problems. Borrow. If you do not have gardening tools, you could borrow some from a friend. Patch. You can use a fairly small patch or area of land to grow vegetables. Serious. If you are serious about something, you are not joking or fooling around. Our target skill this week is drawing conclusions. As you read The Harvest Birds, look for details about events and characters in the story. Use these details to draw conclusions or figure out what the author means but does not directly state. Use a chart like this one to record text evidence. Describe your conclusions and list the details that helped you draw them. Our target strategy is infer predict. Use your conclusions to infer or figure out the message of the story. Predict what the author wants to teach readers through the story. Now you're going to go and read The Harvest Birds by Blanca Lopez de Mariscal, illustrated by Linda Kane. Blanca Lopez de Mariscal teaches at a university in Mexico. She writes and gives speeches about Mexican art, history, and literature. The Harvest Birds is her first children's book. She said she wrote this story because it was important to her to introduce children to Mexican storytelling. Linda Kane. Linda Kane lives in the country. She has 2 dogs, a horse, a cat, and 2 peacocks. Kane loves outdoor activities such as hiking, skiing, and horseback riding. She has traveled to many places in the United States and all over the world. Conclusions. Use details to figure out ideas about story events and characters that the author doesn't state. Genre. Folk tales are stories that were first told orally. They reflect a culture's customs. As you read, look for a plot that may also teach a lesson, a main character who shows the values of a culture, information about the customs of a culture. Our essential question is, what do traditional tales tell readers about life? Now you're going to go back and read your story or listen to it by clicking on the little speaker buttons and take your comprehension test and do your short answer. Make sure to use your story as you are doing that.